I'm curling up into a ball back here. Hello, guys. Today, we finally decided to bite the bullet and watch Mulan. Needless to say, we are very worried.
I suppose this is kind of cheating, because, I mean, our whole series here is about watching bad movies and reviewing them as bad movies. So, none of us have seen this movie yet. We just, let's say we have a strong impression. But hey, you know, we could always be surprised. So let's see what happens. Is it castle?
Also, I think it's worth pointing out that all three of us really like the animated film.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot. Hey, I don't think her name is Mulan. I think it starts with an M, but not Mulan, like a Mary Sue? Getting us. I don't know what would give me that impression. Maybe it was just her instant ability to do anything that she wants.
Can we all also talk about how that was just a really, really terrible, like, action sequence?
I mean, I would have rather we'd seen something that was more, like, showing her personality or her spirit rather than her physical prowess.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know...
In the first one?
Like, just in this setup scene, because instead we got, like, this weird action-y thing.
You know what would have made this sequence more interesting already? If they had done it at night.
The hard part I have with using magic in Mulan, it kind of takes away the stakes from the scene because it just makes it so easy, as opposed to, like, there's not, like, a real struggle on either side.
She has trained an elite force of shadow warriors to assist Bori Khan.
We're
Okay, so now it's... Yeah, this is just frustrating because it's now making the witch the main, like, protagonist because it's got to be women's that do all the things.
a place where you are accepted for who you are.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so upset.
And you will see to it.
The writer here is just taking a shovel and they're just being like, alright, I got this big pile of exposition and I could, like, sprinkle it in and, like, do all kinds of nice things to, like, get the exposition in there, but instead I'm just take this shovel. I'm just gonna, like, pile it in so that way I don't have to, like, develop the characters or create any kind of, like, you know, progression of the characters and their desires and their wants. I'm just gonna, like, scoop it right into here. But I'm not gonna do it in narration because that would be too obvious about how I'm not doing this well. So I'm just gonna lump it right into that dialogue block.
Also, I think that
just there.
Also, I think it's just more interesting when you have, like, a big baddie character. Like, the less you know about them, that's usually the better. Like, you want them to be shrouded in mystery, and that's part of, like, what makes them so terrifying. Is like, oh, this person is psycho, and I don't know why, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Versus they're like, well, she just wants to be free and be a woman, and not be a witch.
Come and sit.
Also, I just want to say, we could have just done that opening attack sequence and then started the movie right here, and we didn't need any of those other scenes. Completely pointless. This is such a pitiful way to use this song.
That's what I was just thinking. It just reminded me of a better movie.
There was tea in all of those, by the way.
The thing is also, like, in actual Mulan, like, it actually is sort of her fault.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, it's not like it's some...
There's consequences for her actions.
Our land is at war.
So we now jump straight to this scene, right? We don't have any time to
rest with the consequences.
Of what happened to Mulan. Instead, they're like, well, we spent so much time dumping exposition at the front that we now have to come to this point where we now have more exposition. We have to get the story moving because we're already however many minutes in.
We also get that moment of her and her father, right?
Exactly.
And so then when he's called off to war, you're like, oh no, they had a relationship. He might die.
It was also so much more impactful in the animated movie to have her go to help him like she would as a daughter, and then for him to then say, you bring me dishonor.
This time you will not return.
Love and positivity, Mom. Keep it up. You know what would make this scene more impactful? If it was raining.
My honor to sacrifice for the Emperor.
If I were your son, you wouldn't have to.
That was a decent line.
Josh, I do appreciate that you're trying to like defend this movie in every way possible.
It's just like everyone's. I think you should give credit where credit's due. If the movie is going to be an abject failure for most of it, and we're just like it's just perpetually sliding off a cliff, the rare moment when it like gets its fingernails into the side of the cliff for a second, and you're like, oh, it's gonna live, and then the cliffway just like gives out again, and then it's plunging back down. You know, I just feel like it increases the tension of how bad it is for me to occasionally point out when it does something well. See, I know more about tension than this movie does. I wonder.
I'm really glad that she knows how to use a sword so quickly.
Well, she knows how to do everything, remember, Andrew?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Except how to just say that there's a spider under a pot. That she doesn't know how to do.
Yeah.
I'm really
Wait, that was it?
Yeah, I'm really glad that there was a moment where she made the decision, and we got to see that moment.
I wanted to see hair get cut.
Come on.
Didn't you guys all love that moment where she made a decision?
Where's the ring?
No, there was nothing there.
No, it was right there. It was like I saw it. It was like right in the black part, in the transition between those two scenes.
That was it?
And then they
the
don't
whole
even...
scene?
Okay, hold up. Alright, I like this movie again. It has Ip Man in it.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, this movie is boosted 1 point just by having Ip Man in it. Ip Man fought an entire army by himself. I don't even think they even need these people. Mulan can just leave the movie now.
Yeah.
Just focus on Ip Man.
Yep. I'd be
It's
okay
like-
with that.
By the way, if any of you have not seen Ip Man, you need to stop this video right now. Go and watch Ip Man.
Yeah,
And then
please.
come back and then restart the video from the beginning so that we can get like 2 watches out of you.
That's convenient.
Wait, here's the rain? They used the rain here?
In a scene, I don't care. Guys, the movie is just so bad.
It's definitely a little slow.
There's so many scenes that could just be cut that don't even need to be there, you know?
Consorting with women in any way. Penalty. Death.
Alright, everyone die now.
Disgrace for you. Disgrace for your family.
Dishonor! Dishonor on your whole family! Make a note of this. Dishonor on you!
Disgrace on your cow?
Thank
Oh.
you. Thank you. I was-
Just put Ip Man on the screen more. Like,
I'm okay
like,
with this.
What do we even have to have these other people in the movie for? I don't understand.
I'm glad she doesn't have anything to learn at all.
Yeah.
There's also no,
And
like...
there's no reason for them to have suddenly got better other than just like time. The progression doesn't like happen slowly. It's just, oh, they failed and now they succeed.
My ideal woman is courageous. She has a sense of humor.
I love how like it's actually the same line that she uses in the animated movie, but it's just like
It's just so much worse?
It's just in this one it just sounds like they're like it's somehow a lesson.
You're talking to me now.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
The conversation was going somewhere. Then it took a sharp nosedive.
You stink, my friend.
I'm just gonna go hide behind the couch because this is so bad. This is me. This is how I feel right now. No. I'm curled up into a ball back here.
Broke Andrew. This movie is violent.
Wait,
She
hold up.
isn't good
Wait,
at... Oh,
did
she's
you-
gonna
oh my
use
gosh.
her... She's
Oh
gonna
my
use
gosh.
her chai.
Oh, her chai tea?
Has she been hiding her chai this whole time?
She's
It is
wait a
cheating.
sec. Okay, so not only is she perfect because she can use chai tea, but she is perfect because even when she's not using her chai tea powers, she can use her special other just randomly everything is good for her. It's just so good at
Is this
everything.
other guy really good?
He also has
have
his chai
previous
tea.
He also has it.
But see, she uses the spicy chai and he uses the sweet chai.
She is the dirty chai.
Ugh,
I
the
regret
smelly
that.
chai.
Yeah, because she hasn't showered.
Yeah, she hasn't showered. I like that better than
Yeah.
dirty chai.
Yeah.
Why is she just doing this in the open?
No, why is she not like...
Full sentences.
I'm sorry. This movie is so broken.
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
No, okay. Here's what I meant. Why in the real Mulan, She was like very concerned about still being clean and keeping up her appearance. In this, did she just like choose to let herself go?
She thought that the smell would keep the other men away, so they wouldn't know.
I need alcohol. There's so many potentials for good scenes, and then it's like, nope.
There was a whole movie of good scenes
no,
that they're not
like-
using!
No, like,
Make no mistake.
I do want to say, talking about things we should appreciate from this film, the cinematography is very pretty. Like, the shots are beautiful. Master Oogway?
yeah, I know.
Is
I
that
thought
I think it's interesting if you compare her to Aang from Last Airbender. You know, very powerful, but like a very powerful character. But he's put up against like a character of like equal. Like there's like a reason why he's like more powerful than everyone else. You know, there's like an equal. He has like an opposite. And I feel like Mulan doesn't have like a setup opposite of like why she needs to have this crazy chi.
Yeah. I feel like this is the point where the music should start swelling. Like, getting more powerful.
People should be chanting.
Singing, you know?
What? Singing in a...
What a thought. In a Disney movie? Bo. No one sings in Disney movies. That's
No.
ridiculous.
That's... Okay, so the other thing about the achievement is like, you know when she like climbs the post in the real movie?
Yeah.
It's not because she's smart, it's because she, or it's like stronger than everyone else, or like a better fighter, or more, I don't know, whatever.
yeah.
But it's just because she's smart, you know, and she thinks about it from a different
She
angle.
has ingenuity.
Yeah.
She's constantly being in... She has, like, ingenuity, and she's using it.
Yeah.
And so then when she uses it later, it's a continuation of her character arc.
It's about, because the thing is that, like, the reason that Mulan in the animated movie is interesting about her being a girl is because she has character traits. She doesn't have powers. So her character traits help her to become a better character and solve problems, which is a thing, I don't know if you knew this, but, like, normal women have character traits and don't have magical powers.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What?
Actually, wait. Whoa, we have one of them with us right now. Can you attest to this
Are you
being
a real
true?
woman?
Real woman?
I'm a real woman.
I want to be a real woman. I'm very upset with this witch. She's been in this movie for... She's got a good, like, 15 minutes of screen time at this point, and she has not turned anyone into a newt.
We got better.
Sorry, say your thing about the witch again.
Oh, the witch doesn't have like any personality traits either, or characteristics either. She's just...
But
Just
she's
doesn't
a
want to
slave.
be a slave.
Yeah.
She's a slave.
But that's not enough.
It's not. Mary, who has more than one dimension, would you tell us more about what these dimensions of character are?
What are all these women in this movie? Like, are you
Like-
saying that they're supposed to have fully rounded characters? What?
Well, it's like literally the one scene we have with her where we were supposed to get character development. The man tells her, like, tells the audience everything that she wants. He's like, oh, but you want to leave or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, okay. I guess she's cool.
He who moves first controls the enemy.
That doesn't seem like sound logic.
That is not true.
No, that's really bad. Ip Man should know better than that.
No. Who knows who will live past tomorrow? We may never.
You know what would have been more interesting? If they had been ambushed and had been unprepared for the fight. Imagine
Like
this.
a
Imagine
snowy-
like a snowy
okay.
battlefield, like a mountain. And as the great Obi-Wan Kenobi always said,
Serve Anakin! I have the high ground!
and so they attack the person on the low ground. And so they have these insurmountable odds that they're trying to fight against. And so it forces Mulan to use her ingenuity.
Oh, I thought she was going to use
What?
her chai tea.
She's not gonna make chai tea for everybody?
Wait,
Shoot, that's
wait.
right.
How can she have chai tea if she broke the tea earlier?
Who's this guy talking?
That's her dad.
Josh Gad?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Josh Gad?
The bra saved her.
Guys, congratulations for leather boob armor.
Why would you take off your
Yes,
armor?
take off the armor. Good job.
Yeah.
The one thing protecting
What-
you right now.
Why? Oh, no. It's
You
just-
don't
it's-
need it.
Women don't need armors, alright? Literally, like, no actual event has changed for her. Oh, wait. And she could just pick him up with one arm?
It's all the chai tea she drinks.
That would do it. Remember, kids, drink your chai tea. It will be... means that you can lift a 180-pound human. Okay, so the part where she makes the decision, all right, to reveal herself, all right? So what exactly happens? A throwing star is thrown at her, and the only reason that she survives the throwing star is that she's wearing this leather bra thing to conceal the fact that she's a woman. And the lesson she learns from this, that the bra thing saved her life, is to then take the bra thing off, and then put herself now into being killed.
You would believe Hua Jun. Why do you not believe Hua Mulan?
Because she lied to you for literally ever.
Braver than any man here.
No, she has superpowers, bro. You guys don't. Okay, here's my problem with the witch.
I'm not a witch.
She's literally a god machine for Boris Khan. Literally, like, he doesn't have to do anything. You could remove him and there's no
Well, that's the
difference
point,
to
is that the women did all the things.
He has chai
tea also.
The Emperor is the super spicy chai.
This is like, you know when you watch like Bible movies? Or like, you know, you watch a movie that's like a Christian film.
And it's
it
like
just,
the come to Jesus
and it,
moment?
yeah, and it just like, they just take like a big shovel and they're like, Jesus, here. And then they're like, Christianity, here.
And then in this
like,
movie, they're like...
conservatism, and then like, that's the entire movie, is just these really like heavy, copious amounts of like messaging. That's just what this movie is, like,
this
perpetually.
Movie's like,
it's just like...
Women.
Feminism.
Independence.
Mary Sue-tisms.
Wearing your hair down.
Leather bras. I'm so upset about the leather bra saved her, and her solution is to take it off. I'm like, why?
Why? Look into my dead eyes and see all of this emotion that I'm holding right now. I'm trying not to cry,
she's
okay?
She's the Deus Ex Machina.
I don't care that she's dying right now because they didn't do anything.
The witch lady actually isn't a Mary Sue because it's just established, like, her whole shtick is that she's a witch. So at least they're just consistent with her. Like, she's actually a better character than Mulan. Because, like, Mulan is supposed to be the protagonist.
How are you comparing them?
No, because what I'm saying is that, like... No, because... Like, as the protagonist...
She has a character arc. Mulan doesn't.
Yeah, and the other thing is that, like, villains, it's okay if you don't develop the skill level of a villain. Like, we don't expect a villain needs to, like, get better at being what they are over time.
Yeah.
Like, the protagonist is supposed to rise up to match the villain. So the villain's not a Mary Sue.
You know what else was cool? In the other one, the fact that she didn't have the use of a sword, and so she had to use her ingenuity and take his sword. No, not that one.
That one. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Oh,
right.
For
Okay,
a second, something almost bad happened.
Became a legend.
Well, to give like a basic diagnosis of the movie, this feels like a real parrot problem. So if you haven't noticed by now, like a lot of the movies, when like a movie has like a systemic problem, it usually has to do with stakes or the characters. So like every time that we've like totally roasted a movie on here, we're always going back to there's no stakes. And at least in this movie, and in a lot of other movies that we've read or we've watched, like the reason there's no stakes is because either we don't care about the character or the character has no problems. Both of which are true of this movie. Like, we don't care about Mulan because Mulan doesn't change. Okay? Like, the only change Mulan has is that she goes from being like, oh, well, I'm gonna, like, not reveal that I'm a woman, to I'm now revealing that I'm a woman. And she doesn't make that change because of any kind of moral reason. the strength of any character is in how the character develops and actually overcomes problems.
The only thing I liked about this movie, the two things. The cinematography and the fact that they brought back the actress who played the original Mulan, but they wasted her moment.
Three things. Ip Man.
Ip Man.
And Ip Man.
I think the one thing they tried to do was that they wanted Mulan to choose to reveal herself as opposed to in the original animated film when it's not her choice.
Yeah.
And so I can see like trying to make it more of a conscious choice from her, but it didn't feel like I guess it just didn't feel motivated. Like it didn't make any sense for her to reveal herself based on what they had set up. There wasn't any like emotional beats where we got to like sit with a decision. It was just kind of like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Josh, your turn.
All right, I would give this movie, if Ip Man was not in it, I'd give it about a 0.5. Just because I think that for me, movies with big budgets like this, to me, feel like they could be so much better. And so when they fail on like basic story levels, it just is like, wow, you just guys, it was handed to you on a silver platter and you just flipped the platter over. So I'm giving this a 1 because of Ip Man.
I'm going to give this movie a 1. And the only reason it's getting a 1 is because of the cinematography. Everything about this movie was so incredibly boring. Of the Disney live-action films, this is definitely the worst one that I've watched. The other ones have been, like, passable because they either have a song or something. Besides the cinematography, nothing else about this film was good. The writing was poor. The direction was poor. The acting was abominable. The score was bland. The editing was horrific. And the pacing was terrible. I have nothing good to say about this.
Okay, so it's definitely a 1 because you already made this movie and it was amazing, and then this is just terrible, and then it was like slaps in the face every time they had like a music motif from the original. They were like, oh, here's this song you liked with this scene that you don't like. Doesn't it make it better? And there's just like, there was no emotional weight at all. Like there was no nuance, there was nothing. Mulan was completely boring and flat and just a cardboard cutout of a character that they had just moved around set and then sometimes put a helmet on.
So that makes the final rating for this movie a 1 across the board.
A nice round 1.
Good.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below with a movie you want us to do in the future, and we will see you next time.
Alright guys, don't watch this movie.
But watch our review again.
Yes, do that. Don't watch the movie though.
Alright, thanks for watching guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Oh, what a lovely bunch of coconuts, about big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Has that been actually included in any videos? Like, does anyone know that I do that?
I think it's in Gods of Egypt.
Okay.
It's gonna be in Avatar.
Oh, good. Yeah. I should have done it with the hat off. It would have been more fitting for the whole situation.
That's true.
No.